And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review. Today I'm reviewing Cocoon, another one from the Xbox Game Pass that I am still working through my free trial of. Um, so I didn't really, again, nothing really crazy expectations coming into this game. This was a wild game, though. I will not lie. But I do have some thoughts on it, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? Man, they just throw you in with zero explanation or like even like a setup of any kind. It is kind of crazy, and that is really does right off the bat set the tone for the game. You kind of just are going with the flow. Sometimes you're just wandering around aimlessly in an environment and hoping you find something. Eventually you will, in most cases. um But in other cases, it's a little more direct, but there's puzzles and stuff. Kind of sets it all off. I never really got the grasp of just kind of going with the flow, but it does work. It does flow good. Like, I never really found too much of a problem with it once I realized what the game was going to be about, which was cool. Um, you know, it's a pretty, I wouldn't say simplistic, but basic. And I think that really helps with the flow working good because there isn't a whole lot that you have to worry about learning, especially near the beginning. It can kind of ease your way into it, and really, even it's just pretty simplistic through in and through out, which was good. Um, I do have to give a comment to the graphics in this game. Very, very, very sleek designs. Um, really, really good looking game. Very high quality. As far as their like creativity and designs, they some of them are a little simplistic. Um, at times, which is fine. Like I said, they don't need to be anything special, but you would have liked to see maybe a little bit more. There are enemies in this game. I'll get to the combat in a minute. Maybe it would be nice to maybe work in a little bit more of a combat esque, kind of work in some common enemies, or maybe even just some scenery changes in the environments themselves instead of going to a completely new environment to get something new, or in some case you wouldn't even get something new. So it works fine. Maybe would have liked to see a little bit different, but again, very sleek designs, which I really really like. Now the combat is not anything crazy. I want to talk about that real quick because that's not the big part of the game. It kind of comes out of nowhere because you don't learn any moves. You can't even jump in this game. So it's like, okay, I came to the assumption that there wasn't going to be anything because you're just walking around these environments completely alone, and so it's like, okay, there's not really going to be anything crazy. Then the bosses jump out at you, which, like, what the fuck? That comes out of nowhere. The bosses do. Um, it is fun though. The combat is a lot of fun because it felt honestly like a Pikmin battle, but no Pikmin. Um, just which it's just wild to think of that they chose that direction with this because um because it's just like it doesn't seem like it would fit in a game like this, a game that is, I wouldn't call it laid back, but more solitude relaxing type thing. And then you just walk up a platform, boom, big boss, and then you gotta fight it. What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense. And then, of course, the puzzles are the big part of the game. These are also really fun, in my opinion. It is interesting how, like, you can go through the environments and you go through separate parts and so you go back to the same area multiple times. You go through separate parts and find new stuff. I like that. That's pretty cool. Um, Now I get why. Like, I figured out pretty quickly why you can't jump, because then a lot of these puzzles wouldn't be puzzles, and it would kind of take away from a lot of the core gameplay. But bugs can jump, especially this one. I believe it was butterfly, and butterflies, I guess, can fly, which I guess is just a very elaborate jump. So I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense, you know. Just like, why can't we jump? I would have liked to jump. It would have been fun to jump. But alas, the puzzles are very creative. They are very elaborate, and they add a, you know, they're never super annoying to do. You know, some of them do get a little repetitive. Some of them are a little too long, in my opinion. But overall, I thought they are very fun to do, and they really do fit well into the game, which I liked. So that's all I have to say, though, about the game. My God, I did not think that this was going to be as fun of a game as it was. I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10. I really liked it. I had no idea really what was going on through most of, if not all of the game, but still enjoyed it. So that's pretty good. But that's going to do it for this review. If you've ever played Cocoon, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more video game reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.